Hey people, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be covering EXE moves, a little bit of a few tips that I've learned from playing Fatal Fury. I feel like a lot of this isn't really covered in the tutorial, and I don't think a lot of people make videos about this. But basically, when you use an EXE move, you can combo into another one. So like for example, so a normal EXE move costs about 25, right? But if you combo one into another, the second one costs 15%, making it 40%. But if you, for example, do a combo like this, it's 50%, right? And so that makes it like the final one only 10%. So generally when you're structuring your EXE combos, you want to do it in threes, if you know what I mean, because the third one is always going to get the highest amount of discount, and the fourth one doesn't get a higher discount. However, when you're comboing your EXE moves, sometimes it can be deceptive in which ones are actually receiving the benefit. I see a lot of Terrys do something like this. As you see there, I'm not getting the benefit of the EXE move linking. As you can see, I go all the way up to 65. The reason why that is because this is an aerial move that can't actually combine into DP. However, you could do something like this. Rev blows also are sort of like EXE moves, but their cost is actually lower than EXE moves. So doing them as part of a combo actually can save you some rev gauge. A lot of the top tiers in this game have really good triple EXE move combos, you know? Terry is one of the ones that are really good with it. Like, you can really easy structure EXE combos very easy with him. But I see a lot of people doing like 2 EXE move combos or single EXE move combos when they really shouldn't be. They should be using other BNBs in general. Characters that are like high tier in this game all have these good triple BNBs. So like Hotaru, but like certain characters like Marco, he really struggles to do these triple BNB EXE combos because all of his linkable moves are zonks, so you have to do something like this to get that 50%. But all that time you're holding down to your best normal buttons, so it's really hard to get that off. And also the timing for doing it in combos is very, very strict. This is, however, remedied when he is an SBG because he can use his rev blow. So combos become a little bit easier. As he can sort of use his rev blow as the third XE move, so he can do stuff like, and this is a massive conversion off of 40% red blow. So when he is an SBG, he's essentially S tier, and I'm doing like the most simplest combos. He can do a lot of shit with this. To sort of combine, like he can launch you a few times, like he can do like this, like stuff like that to like even further that combo that I just showed you, or develop those combos. So yeah, like Marco goes all the way up to S tier when he's in this SPG because of how efficient his rev blow management is. However, when he's not in that, it's very hard to link 3 in without the EXE's Oink Knuckle. Now we look at a high tier like Hotaru, who has the same kind of launch capabilities as Marco, but also just these easy EX combos. As you can see there, which like only cost about 50%. And with that also launch at the end, I'm at 45% already. I'm already gaining my rev blow back because I've started my offense after the EXE. Yeah, so like when you land a hit, that increases your rev gauge. So like characters that can hit you after their EXE like sort of barrage into a launch, they're blessed, you know. And obviously, like, say I fuck up this combo, right? Like, I can easily just cancel into my rev blow and make that EX efficient, if you know what I mean. As you can see there, I only used like 35% of my rev gauge. This is what makes these high tiers so powerful, is that they have such combo like flexibility in doing these triple EXE combos. Now, like, if we look like at a bottom tier like T-Hawk, he really struggles to do these triple EXE combos, and when he does, he sort of needs rev blow to do them, and he gets so less reward than, like, say Marco it does, or Hotaru, or Terry, for example. So, like, if we look at this, so that's 332. It does like not full screen. They're all already in the wall, at the wall, you know. But if we do the EXE combo version, you'd be like, so you get 342 and like hard knockdown and quite good EXE like usage. But the main reason why you'd want to do this, like, is so you could like combo into rev blow, you know. And if you're comboing into rev blow, you want to be cashing out, you know, because like this provides a little like bounce, you know. So yeah, like a lot of these characters who are lower tier have inefficient EXE combos. It's like one of their crippling weakness, and even when they do have them, they're quite bad. And like these characters, like, you might be like, oh, I don't want to use 50% of my rev gauge during combos, but a lot of these guys have great launches that allow them to get a few hits in to recover part of the rev gauge at the start and at the end of their combos. Like, for instance, like Vox. Check that out. I used a 50% combo. By the end of it, I'm 43%. And if I had a higher rev gauge before that, the 2 hits that I get at the beginning would allow me to recover part of my rev gauge during the combo. So this is what's really setting apart some of these high tiers. But also something to note is that Vox didn't need his rev blow at any part of that. And some characters don't need their rev blow to be efficient. And something like a lot of people, I don't think, are picking up about the combo structure in this game. Let me know if this guide has helped you or whatever. Like, comment, subscribe. But thank you for watching.